These Westerners think that they are better than us. We Africans need to stick together.
I don't think we should be too quick to judge a book by its cover.
Nonsense. Look at them, they sit far away from us. They want nothing to do with us.
It's not like we made any attempts to sit next to them either. I would go over there, but I'm shy. What if they don't understand my accent?
I'm only here because I have to be here. Your accent is the only accent that I understand in this classroom.
I would rather sit alone, but I see you're not going to allow me to do that.
Likewise, the only reason I'm sitting here is because your accent is the only one I understand.
If you're going to sit next to me, these are the rules. No talking too much, no asking a lot of questions, and no touching me.
Why are you in here? Class is getting ready to start.
This is my first day as a teacher. I'm very nervous. What if I don't do a good job?
You'll do fine. This is my first day as well, which means we're in this together.
But how? When I peeked into the classroom, the children are already divided. The African students are sitting on one side, and the Westerners are sitting on the other side.
I knew this would happen, but don't worry, I already got a plan.
What's the plan? Do you want me to teach the African students while you teach the Westerners?
No.
Or, will you teach the boys and I'll teach the girls?
We're gonna go in there together as a strong, united front, creating a family environment until everyone feels comfortable with each other.
I love that idea.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Well, that's the bell. Let's make it happen.
So let me make sure I got this correct. This is the African side of the classroom, and over here is the Western part of the classroom. Am I correct? Sister Kima, what do you think?
It looks that way to me.
I'll make a deal with you. Today, and only today, I'll let you sit on opposite sides of the classroom. But starting tomorrow, everyone will sit on the left side of the classroom. The right side is reserved for the ancestors.
Did he say ancestors?
He did.
This guy ain't serious.
This is insane. I want to go home.
I don't care.
So the two of you just gonna talk about me as if I'm not even standing here. Since the two of you like to voice your opinions, the both of you can now sit together. Chika, Kiwan, please switch seats.
I don't want her sitting next to me.
I don't want to sit next to her either. I'm not moving. I refuse. Brother Steve, sit this one out. I'll handle this. Little girls, no one asked you what you wanted to do. You were told to sit together. In this classroom, disrespect will not be tolerated. Now move. Hello class. My name is Auntie Kima. I'm from Kenya, which is located in East Africa. I will be assisting Brother Stephen by grading your papers and checking over your homework. My dream was to grow up and become a teacher. And now that I have each and every one of you as my students, I can proudly say that I'm living my dream. Brother Stephen and I are going to come up with cool and amazing ways of teaching to where we can make learning fun and exciting for each and every one of you. My reason why for wanting to be a teacher is to contribute my teachings to the next generation of leaders that will create positive change to the world.
Hello, class. My name is Stephen, and I am your teacher, but you don't have to call me Mr. Stephen. You don't have to call me Professor Stephen. You can call me Uncle Steve. And I'm very grateful to have Sister Kima by my side to assist me as we enter the new school year. I'm from the United States as well. I'm from a place called Baltimore, which is right next to Washington, D.C. I know you're familiar with Washington, D.C. When I was your age, my dream was to become a rap star. So y'all seem to be surprised by that. Y'all didn't know Uncle Steve was a bad boy. Now, my reason why for wanting to become a rap star was because I believed the illusion. Once I arrived to that destination, I quickly realized that this is not what I'm supposed to be doing in life. I'm supposed to be here with each and every one of you. You're excited. Sister Kima's excited. I'm definitely excited. So let's get it.
It would be wise of you to take this class serious.
How can I take this class serious? It's hard to understand their accents.
I'm not eating this food. It does not even look real.
That sounds like a personal problem.
In this classroom, we are all family. All of us have different nationalities. Some of us may have been trained in condition to think that our country is better than every other country, but the truth is, we are all in this together. Teamwork makes the dream work.
This woman is speaking nonsense.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but I actually agree with you.
Sister Kima, I got it from here. Let me handle this one. Gentlemen, I don't know where you grew up or what your upbringing consisted of, but in this classroom, you will not talk to Sister Kima like she's one of your peers. She's an adult, and you will respect her as an elder. I don't care about that bell ringing. You remain seated until I excuse you. Not only will you respect your elders, but you will also respect the young ladies that are in this classroom. The day will come to where the both of you will have leadership roles in life. But until then, you're going to learn to obey and respect your elders, starting with the ones in this classroom. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, Uncle Steve.
Yes, Uncle Steve.
Good. Now apologize to Auntie Kima.
Sorry, Auntie Kima.
Sorry, Auntie Kima.
Class is dismissed. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day.
Always remember, it is very important to respect your elders. Your elders has traveled the same road that you're approaching. My grandma used to say there's nothing you can do, want to do, or try to do that I haven't done, wanted to do, or try to do. When I was a small girl, I thought I had everything figured out, but then I grew up and I realized that my elders was right about plenty of things. If only I would have listened, there are many mistakes I could have avoided. So be sure to listen and respect your elders at all times. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe to our channel. Be safe, and remember Auntie Kima loves you. Bye for now. Hello everyone. My name is Chika. I'm from Cameroon, a country located in West Africa. My father is Cameroonian and my mom is Nigerian. My dream is to one day become an actress. And here is my reason why. Growing up, I would watch a lot of Nigerian movies with my brothers and sisters. It got to the point that I wanted to be in the movies. I would practice for hours in the mirror as my brothers and sisters would laugh at me. They would say, "Look at this foolish girl, dreaming of nonsense again." One day my sister said to me, "Look at you. You are a small girl. And you're not even fine." That really hurt my feelings. I went to the park to be alone and I cried for hours. As I was walking back home, I thought to myself, who are they? What gives them the right to steal my dream? This is what I want for myself. And I will stop at nothing to get there. To answer the question, my reason why I want to be an actress is because it's my God-given right.
Thank you, Chika, for sharing your story with us.
You're welcome, sir.
In this class, we're family. You don't have to refer to me as sir unless you want to.
My apologies, Uncle Steve.
There's no need to apologize. But let's dive deep into what you shared with us so far. The topic of this discussion will be dream stealers. Does anyone know what a dream stealer is?
It's when a seer enters your dream and use other people's faces to cause chaos, giving you scary nightmares.
Dominic, I know exactly what you're talking about, but that's not the type of dream stealer that I'm referring to.
It's that circle thing with a net that hangs above your bed when you're sleeping.
That's a dream catcher, not a dream stealer. But nice try though.
It's when one of your parents tries to live their dreams through you, forcing you to do everything that they didn't achieve when they were your age.
Good answer. You're very close. You know what? You're actually on the right track. I'm going to break down what a dream stealer is. A dream stealer is when you dream to have, be, or accomplish something, and someone or a group of people give you reasons of why it can't be done. If you allow them to convince you that it can't be done, then your dream has officially been stolen. In Chica's case, it's her own family. When family does it, it hurts the most, but unfortunately, it's not uncommon. The biggest problem with family being your dream stealers is that you can't get away from them. They're always around you. Notice how Chica had to go to the park to be alone. When she's watching her movies, they're stealing her dreams. When she's practicing in the mirror, they're stealing her dreams. Some of the people that love you the most will be your biggest dream stealers. It can be your parents, siblings, other family members, and when you grow up, it can even be your spouse.
Why, Uncle Steve, if these people love me, then why do they treat me this way?
To give an example, a person may have parents who grew up during a certain time to where opportunities weren't available, so your dream may seem impossible to them. Some cases there's jealousy, and that particular person who's stealing your dream may not want you to get ahead of them in life. Or you may have someone who loves you deeply, like a spouse or maybe a family member, who don't want to see you get hurt if that dream don't work out for you.
In my case, it's my brother and sister, and they laugh at me.
There's a quote by a great man named Les Brown, who once said, "When people are doing nothing, they want you to join them in their nothingness." You have a dream that you're working towards. When you're watching Nigerian movies, you're not watching it for entertainment. You're watching it to learn from it. You spend time practicing in the mirror. Your siblings can't relate to that because that version of you is not what they're used to. They're used to playing with you and having fun with you. This is something that you take serious, and your seriousness could make them feel that they're losing you when your dream actually comes true.
Uncle Steve, you're right. They say to me, once you become a big blow, you will begin to act fancy and forget about us.
The best thing to do is to include them when you're practicing in the mirror. Have them role play with you. That will assure them that they're not losing their sister. So when a dream does come true, they will be cheering you on and rooting on you to succeed.
If I include them, they will no longer be dream stealers, they will then be my dream supporters.
Exactly. Now you got it. Now before we close this topic, Sister Kima, is there anything that you would like to add?
I just want to say that you are a beautiful girl. I support you and I'm looking forward to turning on the television and saying she used to be one of my students. Never let no one steal your dream. If they can convince you that you're not good enough, then that means they defeated you. From now on, me, Brother Steve, and the rest of the class will refer to you as the movie star. That's what we will call you. Thank you, Auntie Kima. I love it.
With that being said, that concludes our lesson for today. The next class, we're going to dive into Kiwan's story, and then we're going to dissect it and break it down.
To everyone watching, your dream is your dream. Never let no one steal your dream. You are amazing. Let your star shine bright. When people attempt to steal your dream, they are attempting to pull you back from reaching your desires. If you have a story about someone attempting to steal your dreams, please share it with us in the comment section. We would love to hear your story. Thank you for watching and please subscribe to the channel. See you in the next class. Bye for now.
My name is Kiwan. And I'm from the United Kingdom. My mom is from Manchester, England, and my dad is from Philadelphia, which is in the United States. My dream is to one day become a police officer. My dad was in the military and was stationed in the United Kingdom. That's where he met my mom. My dad was a military policeman, and my mom was the daughter of a police officer. I believe you know where I'm going with this. Law enforcement runs on both sides of my family. My dad was a well-respected honorable police officer until one day he was hit in the spinal cord by a bullet, causing him to be paralyzed from the waist down. My reason why, for wanting to become a police officer, is to pick up where my dad left off. When it's time for me to wear the badge, I will have the same honor and dignity as my father, following his and my grandfather's legacy as a badge of honor to me.
Okay, class. Now let's dive into Kiwan's story. The topic of today's lesson is legacy. Can anyone explain what that is?
A traditional historical story.
No, Shauna. What you just explained was a legend. Dominic, can you tell us?
To be merciful or tolerant when one gets in trouble.
Not quite, Dominic. What you just explained was the word lenience. Okay, Chica, it's your turn. Let's see what you got.
To live a long life.
You just explained to us what longevity is, but that is not what a legacy is. A legacy is when you have something that is passed down to you from the past generations. Now let's think about it like this. You have arms, an upper torso, and a head. Now what is it that is carrying those body parts?
Your legs?
Correct. Notice how the word leg is in the word legacy. Think of the rest of the body as being your past generations, and the leg is what's carrying that. Also, notice how Kiwan said that his grandfather and his father were police officers, and his dream is to be a police officer as well. His grandfather sits at the head. His father is at the torso, and Kiwan is now coming in at the legs.
Jumping Jaspers, I get it now.
Jumping who?
It's like a pyramid. My father and grandfather are working their way to the top and I'm starting from the legs where they once started off at.
Correct again. That means that you're next to carry your family's legacy.
My father is paralyzed from the waist down, so that means that I will be his legs and carry our legacy.
Now that's a great way to look at it, Kiwan.
Uncle Steve, I hated being in this class until now. Thank you for the loads of information in this lesson.
You're very welcome, Kiwan. Sister Kima, What would you like to add?
I just want to say that you're going to make a wonderful police officer. You have your grandfather and father guiding you. I'm sure they have tons of stories and experiences to share with you. Instead of saying one day you'll be a police officer, see yourself as a police officer right now. For now on, myself, Uncle Stephen, and the rest of the class will refer to you as Officer K1.
Thank you, Auntie Kima.
Now that concludes our lesson for today. In the next class, we're going to go over Shauna's story. See you tomorrow, and there will be no homework for today.
The legacy from your past generations was left for you. It's your time to carry your family's legacy. Now ask yourself, how do you want your family to be remembered? You have the power to make that decision because you are at the legs, and the past generations is now being navigated by you. If you have a story or an idea of how you're going to carry your family's legacy, please tell us in the comments section. We would love to hear from you. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe to the channel. See you in the next class. Bye for now.
Hi. My name is Shauna. I'm from Detroit, Michigan, which is located in the United States. My dream is to one day become a big-time fashion designer. My mom was a fashion model and was very successful at it. Runway, magazines, commercials, you name it, she did it. She landed the biggest contract ever with a major company, but was dropped from her contract the moment she got pregnant with me. My mom never fully got to live out her dream. So now, she's trying to live that dream through me. She's entered me into all kinds of beauty pageants, hoping to pass the torch to me. She forced it on me so much that now, I don't want anything to do with beauty pageants or modeling. I'm more fascinated with designing clothes. That's what I want to do. A part of me feels guilty because she missed out on her dream being pregnant with me, but I also realize, I got my own life to live. My destiny is not my mother's destiny. My reason why for wanting to become a fashion designer, is to step out of my mother's shadow and create my own shadow by doing what I love to do.
Okay, class. Now let's dive deep into Shauna's story. The topic for today is helicopter parenting. Can anyone tell me what that is?
It's when you have rich parents who travel by helicopter to avoid traffic.
Dominic, that's not even close. Now what about you, Kiwan?
It's when your parents hire a helicopter driver to hover over the house when you're home alone to see if you're behaving yourself.
Kiwan, you're just as far away from the answer as Dominic is. Let's see if Chica could save the day.
It's when your parents hovers over top of you to make sure that you're always doing the right thing.
Chica, I'm very impressed with that answer. You're a landslide ahead of Dominic and Kiwan, but that's still not the answer. But you're very close. Helicopter parenting is when a parent who did not complete their dream chooses to live their dream through their children. Whatever it is that child is doing will usually start off fun, but most of the time ends up being something the child will grow up and hate. Now you may be saying to yourself, Uncle Steve, why is that? Well, the reason for the hate is because the parent is too hard on the child, attempting to make them as good as they once were. I've seen this take place in activities such as Little League sports, spelling bees, and just like Shauna's case, beauty pageants.
It's true, Uncle Steve, until this day I hate beauty pageants.
Is it possible that you would have looked at it differently if your mom wasn't so hard on you?
Maybe, but my dream is fashion, that's where my heart is.
Now I do have to mention that some of us may have different religious, spiritual, and cultural backgrounds. For an example, if you're a spiritualist, you may have gotten your destiny when you were a baby.
Uncle Steve, I don't fall under that category, but whenever I have children, I want them to follow their dream, whatever it is, and I will never be a helicopter parent.
Now that's great, Shauna. I'm very proud of you. Sister Kima, is there anything that you would like to add to this topic?
I'm very proud of you, Shauna. You were able to take control over your dream. Some people are not fortunate enough to be able to escape the helicopter that is hovering over top of them. You will be surprised by how many adults that are miserable by having careers that were chosen to them by their parents. For now on, myself, Brother Stephen, and the rest of the class will refer to you as the fashion designer.
Thank you, Auntie Kima.
Well, that concludes our lesson for today. In the next class, we'll be going over Dominic's story. We'll see you tomorrow, and once again, there'll be no homework. Enjoy the rest of your day.
If you're a parent watching this, please make sure you don't hover over your children the way my mother hovered over me. Sometimes parents don't think about the stress and the emotional damage they may be doing to the child. If your child is excited about doing a certain activity, always remember to start where the child is, and not where you are. Often parents can make the mistake of not realizing that the child is just a child and do not have the same level of consciousness as an adult yet. If you are a parent or a child and you've experienced this, please share your experience in the comments section. Please continue to support us by subscribing to the channel. We'll see you in the next class. Bye for now.
My name is Dominic. And I'm from Nigeria. Before I tell everyone my dream and my reason why, I must first start off with what led me here. I can't tell the good without telling the bad. So here goes. Growing up, I didn't have much, but I had enough. But for me, enough was unacceptable. I wanted more, and I was willing to do whatever it took to get it. I grew up with my mom. My father moved to Europe when I was 4. Whatever his plans were, did not include us. So at a very young age, I became the man of the house. It pained me to see my mom struggle, so I did what I had to do. I dreamed of one day being a radio DJ, but that dream faded away the moment my mom fell sick and couldn't afford to pay for her insulin. I knew I had to do something fast, so I began my training to do 419, and I quickly became good at it. I promised myself that I would stop when things got better, but that was a lie. I enjoyed the money so much that I became addicted. I had no intentions of stopping, until this one day, I came across this widowed woman who was struggling to pay for her medications. When it was time to collect her money, I couldn't do it. She reminded me so much of my mother. That was the last scam I ever attempted. I promised myself that I would become a radio DJ. My reason why is to become someone my mom can be proud of, and to one day pay back to the people I stole from. I dream of my mom getting to one day hear my voice on the radio.
Okay, so now, let's dive real deep into Dominic's story. The topic of today's lesson is second chances. Can anyone tell me what that means?
It's when you get another chance to complete something that you failed on the first try.
You are correct, Chica. You are very smart. Now, how about you, Kiwan?
If someone beat you in a sports contest and you have your chance to get revenge, that is what I call a second chance.
Good answer. And I'm very impressed by that description. Now, Shauna, what about you?
If someone fails the 5th grade and happens to repeat the 5th grade, that's a second chance to complete the 5th grade.
Wow. Now that's not quite the second chance that any of us want. but you're absolutely correct. That is a second chance. A second chance is a new beginning or starting something new. Let's look at it from both ways. First, we'll start off with new beginning. Let's say today does not go the way you want it to go. When you go to sleep and wake up the next morning, you have a second chance or a new beginning to make tomorrow a better day. Now, let's look at it in the way of a new beginning. Let's say you're a child. You live in a neighborhood and go to a school that you dislike. You don't have any friends and you're always alone. Then you move to another place that is far away. Now you have a chance to start all over again in a new neighborhood and in a new school. That's an example of a new beginning. In Dominic's case, he made mistakes, but when he decided that he was not going to take that lady's money, that's when he activated his second chance.
I wish I'd never done any of that stuff. I was very foolish.
You can't take anything back, but you can take advantage of your second chance and redeem yourself.
Uncle Steve, my second chance is not easy because there are lots of people who don't trust me.
Dominic, I trust you. Auntie Kima trusts you. And your classmates will trust you as well.
I really appreciate that. You're the first person besides my mother who's ever said that they trusted me. That means the world to me.
Anytime you ever need to talk or need help with anything, just let me know. We'll get through it together. Sister Kima, is there anything that you would like to add?
Dominic, you are very brave. It takes a lot for a person to open up about the mistakes that they made in the past. Taking responsibility and wanting to do the right thing is definitely a new beginning. Now you're starting something new by learning the skills that it takes to become a DJ. I'm very proud of you, and like Uncle Steven said, all of us are here for you. So from now on, myself, Uncle Steven, and the rest of the class will refer to you as DJ Dom.
DJ Dom, that will be my stage name. Thank you, Auntie Kima.
Now that concludes our class for today. In the next class, we will be pairing off into groups. Well, that's the bell. I'll see you in the next class. And again, there's no homework, so pretty soon we'll have homework. Just enjoy it now while it lasts.
No matter how many mistakes you make or how big that mistake is, there's always a second chance available. That second chance may be a new beginning, or you may have to go somewhere else and start over. Second chances are not always easy. Like in my case, it's hard for people to trust me, but I'm making progress. You must never feel defeated by your past mistakes, because there's always a second chance available, as long as you accept it. If you have a story about a second chance that was given to you, please share with us in the comments. We would love to hear your story. And also, if you didn't get a chance to subscribe to his channel, there's always a second chance, and now is your chance. Thank you for watching. I look forward to seeing you in the next class. Bye for now.
Brother Steven is currently in a meeting with the school staff. He will join us when he's done. We were supposed to be separating you into groups, but that will be delayed until further notice. We have an assembly in the gym this morning, so we will be heading there now.
Auntie Kima, I have to use the restroom.
I also have to use the bathroom as well.
The rest of us will be headed to the gym. The two of you can use the bathroom. Just come to the gym when you're finished.
Of all the places you could have sat, you choose to sit next to me.
It is not by choice. Auntie Kima put us here. I don't want to sit next to you.
You sit next to me in class, and now you're sitting next to me here. I just can't get away from you no matter how hard I try.
Why do you hate me so much? What is it that I've done to you? Is it because I'm African?
No. I like Dominic, I think he's pretty cool. I just don't like you.
You are very wicked. Both of you, come with me.
You come off as a nice person with your second chance nonsense. But I see right through you.
I don't know what you're talking about, little officer boy.
Yeah, I arrest people like you. Little scammer boy.
If you keep talking to me that way, you will end up in a wheelchair, just like your father.
Not before I arrest you. Then you can hug your mother from a jail cell.
I'm done talking. You looked for my trouble and now you found it.
What in the world is going on in here?
Welcome to detention. The reason you're in here is because the two of you are acting like savages, instead of the bright young ladies that I know you are. The two of you will remain seated in here together, until you can learn to respect each other. I'm very disappointed with both of you.
So what do we have here? Two tough guys that want to rumble in the bathroom. In other schools, you may have been used to laying there with your head down, sitting quietly. But in this school, it don't work that way. The two of you will sit together until you can come up with an agreement of mutual respect. You don't have to like each other, but you will respect each other. Now go talk it out.
Auntie Kima has been good to us, and now she's disappointed with the both of us.
You're telling me this as if I wasn't there also.
Fine, Shauna. You win. I will have my parents transfer me to another school. I don't want to be a problem to anyone. Everywhere I go, it seems as if nobody wants me.
Shika, I'm sorry, I'm the cause of all of this. You're a straight A student, you're very smart, and then there's me who struggles with my grades. I have a dream about being a fashion designer, but who am I kidding? I'm not even smart enough to measure, I'm terrible at math.
What if I helped get your grades up, and teach you how measurements work?
You would do that for me?
Sure, as long as you teach me how to shine in front of a camera, because I'm very awkward.
That's easy. Let's exchange phone numbers and hang out like friends are supposed to do.
You really consider me a friend?
Yes. Is that a bad thing?
No, I never had a friend before, until now. I am very sorry, I just don't know how to react.
I'm sorry I mentioned your father being in a wheelchair. That was very foolish of me.
I'm sorry for mentioning your mother hugging you from a jail cell. That was very rude of me.
Look, I am no longer the person that I used to be. I'm not asking for trust, all I'm asking for is a second chance.
That's fair. I came at you that way because my grandmother fell for one of those scams and almost lost everything. The pain in her eyes when she lost her home motivates me to become a police officer, to fight against stuff like that. When you told us your story, I began to become angry, because all I can think about was my grandmother.
I'm sorry about your grandmother. I once was a part of it, but now, every time I hear an innocent person get scammed, it makes my blood boil. I wish there was something I can do to stop them, but I'm only one person.
You're right. One person alone is not going to make much of a difference, but what if the two of us join forces?
Then we can make a big difference. Officer K1 and DJ Don. Music and law.
I like it. Let's make it happen.
As people, we may have different cultures, backgrounds, and upbringings, which may cause us to isolate ourselves when we can't relate to others who are different from us. But no matter how different we are, one simple conversation can make two people from two different backgrounds realize that they have more in common than what they thought they did. Has any of you ever been treated differently because your culture, religion, or race was different, but then realized that you have a lot in common? If so, please share with us in the comment section. We would love to hear your story. And if you enjoy this content, please subscribe to the channel. And I look forward to seeing you in the next class. Bye for now. Welcome to the first day of the rest of your life. And I want you to focus on making the rest of your life the best of your life. And every day we focus on moving forward to building our future. But to know where you're going, you have to know where you've been. So today, in this history lesson, we're going to talk about Cudjoe Lewis and the Clotilda, which was the last slave ship to ever dock the United States from West Africa. Cudjoe Lewis was his slave name that he was given when he came to America. But in this class, we will honor our honorable ancestor by his real name, which was... I think I'm gonna need help pronouncing this one.
Uncle Steve. His name is Oluwale Kosola.
Thank you, Dominic. I appreciate that. Well, let's watch a video about our honorable ancestor, Oluwale Kosola.
The transatlantic slave trade was legally outlawed in the United States in 1807. That didn't stop slavers from illegally violating that law. Oluwale Kosola, whose slave's name was Cudjoe Lewis, he was adopted by illegal slavers in 1860. He was taken to the United States along with over 160 other Africans. They were enslaved in Mobile, Alabama. Oluwale Kosola Cudjoe Lewis was born in 1841 in the area in the Borno region of West Africa, which is today known as Benin. He grew up in the Yoruba community. He came from a large family with 17 other siblings. During the spring of 1860, his speech was interrupted and his life was changed forever. He was adopted by the African kingdom of Dahomey, and from there he was sold to the American slavers at the port of Ouidah. Despite the blockade that was set up around West Africa by the Americans and British ships to stop slave trade, the illegal slavers did find a way to get past that. Slave traders who were charged for piracy were acquitted by a jury in Georgia, so other slave traders didn't really fear the consequences due to that. Oluwale Kosola, along with about 160 others, were sold to Captain William Foster of the Clotilda, which was the last slave ship to ever dock the United States. When they arrived in Mobile, Alabama, they were sold to businessman Timothy Meagher. He was charged with the illegal possessions of captives. When the authorities came to arrest him, he had all his captives hidden without any trace of them ever being there. He was able to hide over 100 slaves because he owned an area outside Mobile, Alabama called Magazine Point. That place was surrounded by swamps and marshes, so to gain access, the last slave ship required a boat. The case was dismissed in January 1861 due to lack of evidence. Meagher couldn't pronounce Oluwale Kosola's last name, so he changed it to Lewis. He began to be known as Cudjoe Lewis. In 1863, slavery became illegal by Abraham Lincoln, but the Emancipation Proclamation. 5 years later, the passage of the 14th Amendment made all former slaves American citizens. But Oluwale Kosola was not included because he was not born in the United States. It didn't take long before he was finally declared a U.S. citizen after a few months. When slavery was over, Oluwale Kosola would meet a woman by the name Abile, who was also a passenger on the Clotilda slave ship. They would attempt to raise money to travel back to their home country in Africa. But due to lack of economic opportunities for former slaves, that wasn't possible. Oluwale Kosola decided that if he couldn't go home to Africa, then he would create Africa in Mobile, Alabama. He and Abile decided to stay in Alabama and create a town of their own. Because Timothy Mia had been responsible for their ordeal, he decided to ask him for reparations in form of free land. Kutjo was chosen as the spokesman. Mia refused their demands, and they purchased land from him and others and established African town on Ile North Mobile. Kutjo worked as a shingle maker, but after being injured in the train incident in 1902, which he sued the railway company, he became African town's church sexton. On that land, they would keep their traditions alive and operate it like a Yoruba compound. He would eventually marry Abile and have several children. He and his wife had 5 sons and 1 daughter. To mark their attachment to their culture, they gave American and Yoruba names to 4 of them, and Yoruba names only to 2. Sadly, all of the children died young. Celia Ebelsi died of sickness at 15. John Kojo was killed by a deputy sheriff. David Adenia was hit by a train. Polydao disappeared and was probably killed. And James Anonoto and Alec Yajemi died after short illness. Abile passed away in 1908, just 1 month before Alec died. Kojo again suffered the loss of his family. Oluwale Kosola is one of the last known survivors from the slave trade, and is the only former enslaved African that currently has a motion image. That's how the town we know today as Mobile, Alabama, as African town was created.
That was an amazing video. I love how he was able to create Africa Town in America. Everyone in this class has roots that started in Africa. Even though some of us like Shona and K1 were raised in different continents due to the slave trade. Just like our honorable ancestor Oluwale Kosola shows that, no matter where you place us on this planet, we will survive and make a home anywhere. Africa Town still sits in Mobile, Alabama until today, something that was built over a century ago. Starting with Shona, I want to know, what did you like about the video?
After seeing this video, I really want to visit Africa Town. It would be a great idea if we can take a field trip there.
That's the power of Mother Africa's children. You can remove us from our land and drop us off anywhere on this planet, and we will make a kingdom anywhere we go, just like Oluwale Kosola.
A man being taken away from his own land beyond his will is a crime. Those savages who took him should be arrested.
This story breaks my heart. He lost his family back in Africa. Then he loses his wife and children, leaving him to be alone again. I know that feeling of being alone, it hurts. All of your answers were amazing. Wow, time went by fast. Well, I guess that means it's time to go. There will be no homework. Enjoy the rest of your day. See you in the next class.
I hope you enjoyed this history lesson as much as I did. To know where you're going, you first have to know where you've been.
Once you know where you've been, then your destiny becomes more clear as you travel your future path.
Our future paths may be on different lands, but the difference between now and then is our migration to another land is now our decision.
It is very important for us to start doing our research. Uncle Steve once said to me, if you have the internet, you have the power to travel the world without even leaving your home. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you in the next class. Bye for now.
Today is Chica's birthday. So before we get started, let's wish Chica a happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Chica.
Happy birthday to you, Chica.
Happy birthday, Chica. My best friend's special day.
Happy birthday, dear. Today is your day. You will experience much joy.
Happy birthday, Chica. And today, we will celebrate you.
Thank you, everyone. I am so appreciative. I'm grateful to you all.
Okay, class. Today, we have a special guest who has come to visit us all the way from Nigeria. This person who is visiting us traveled a long distance to meet our birthday girl, Chica, to surprise her for her birthday. So, class, I'd like to introduce to you from Red Gem Films, none other than Princess Ruby.
I can't believe that I am in the same room with my favorite actress in the whole wide world.
Hello, Chica. Hello, class. It's a pleasure to meet all of you.
My God, she's beautiful.
When I grow up, I'm going to marry her.
I'm so happy that my best friend gets to meet her favorite actress. Thank you for coming.
I appreciate the warm welcome from all of you.
One day, I will be in a film with you. At least I hope so.
Chica, you have to have more confidence than that. Instead of saying I hope so, try saying I know so.
Okay, I know so.
That's better. I'll tell you what, before class is over, we'll do a short film together.
Oh my God, I get to be in a film with Princess Ruby. I'm very nervous. What advice can you give me to be as perfect as you are?
I am far from perfect. I have my ups and downs like everyone else. When I first started, I was shy and awkward in front of the camera. But the more I practiced, the better I became.
How do you find the time to stay connected with your fans?
I stay attached to my phone. When I wake up, I'm checking my phone. I'm walking through the airport, I'm checking my phone. And when I'm in public, I'm always signing autographs and taking plenty of pictures.
Have you ever been to the United Kingdom?
I have. I often go there to relax. I like to enjoy a great cup of tea at the cafes. The people and the scenery is just so amazing. I love the UK.
You are very beautiful. When you're in Nigeria, I would love to be your bodyguard.
Dominic, that's so sweet. I'm doing a movie in Nigeria in 3 months. I'll let you and Kinwa be my honorary bodyguard for 1 day. We'll walk the red carpet and take plenty of pictures at the movie premiere with Chica and Shauna.
I can't wait. I'm looking forward to it. What film are you currently working on now?
I'm playing Oshun in an upcoming film. Here's a sneak peek.
Princess Ruby, you're a huge movie star. Why are you at the bus stop?
I have 30 minutes to be on the film set and my limo driver never arrived. I had no time to wait for him, so I decided to catch the bus.
The bus will not get you there in time. You will be late.
I know, but it's better late than never.
How about I ask my mom for her keys? Then we can drive to get you there on time. She's a huge fan, so she will for sure say yes.
That would be wonderful. Then I'll get there on time. Oh, Chica, you are a lifesaver. Your mom trusts me to drive her car.
Your Princess Ruby, my mom can't wait to tell everyone that you actually drove her car.
What would I have done without you? If it wasn't for you, I would still be at the bus stop waiting for the bus.
You're welcome. Well, I guess I'll head off and let you get to work.
Don't be silly, you are my guest, which means you are allowed on the set. After today's filming, I'm inviting you and your family out to dinner. Is that okay?
You bet it is. Everyone will be so excited.
Hello everyone, I'm Ruby. You may have seen me on Red Gem Animations or the Ruby and Andy Show. The link is in the description for both of those channels, or if you look in the corner, you can see the QR codes. Thank you for inviting me. I had so much fun. And if you enjoyed the show, please subscribe to the channel and also subscribe to my channel as well. Thank you, and I'll see you in the future in another episode. Bye for now.
Thank you for allowing me to come over for the weekend. Your parents are the best.
No, thank you. Having you come over is the best thing ever. I never really had a friend before.
Well, you do now. I'll tell you what, next weekend, I'm inviting you to my house.
You bet. I'll surely be there. Let's get ready to head out. I want you to meet my auntie. She's hosting an event tonight and she invited us. She will be very happy to meet you.
I'm getting nervous. What type of event is she hosting?
It's a surprise, but trust me, you'll love it.
I trust you. Wow, this is the House of Joy fashion show.
Yes, it is.
Does your auntie know the designer personally?
She sure does. The reason why is because she is the designer.
Oh my god, you mean to tell me that your auntie is the designer of House of Joy?
Yes, and I have already told her about you. She is looking forward to meeting you after the show.
Welcome to the 7th annual House of Joy fashion show. I'm proud to announce that we are sold out with full house tonight. Take out your phones and cameras and please remain seated. Be respectful to the models and let the show begin.
Auntie Ifoma, this is my best friend Shona. Shona, this is my Auntie Ifoma. I will let the two of you talk. I'll be eating if anyone needs me.
Hey, hello Shauna. It's a pleasure to meet you.
I don't know what to say. I can't believe I'm talking to one of the biggest fashion designers in the whole wide world.
It's time for you to start seeing yourself as the biggest fashion designer ever. You started off right where you are now. My advice to you is you must already see yourself as the biggest fashion designer before it manifests. I will teach you everything you need to know about fashion designing. You also have to remember that you must have passion for something before you know something.
I think I understand what you're telling me.
If it is a dream, be sure to follow it. Follow it. Pursue it to the fullest.
I can't wait. I have to pinch myself to see if I'm dreaming.
Always remember, the person you are destined to be starts on the inside before it manifests on the outside.
I sure will. This is the greatest day of my life.
Always remember, the person you are destined to be starts on the inside before it manifests on the outside. Whatever your dream is, you must ask yourself, what does it look like? What does it feel like to actually be living in it? Once you know the answers to these questions, you no longer have to follow your dream. Your dream will follow you. If you like the content on this page, please subscribe to the channel. And also check out some of the clothes I created. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the future. Bye for now.